Have you ever taken a closer look at one of your outlets and noticed something odd? One slot is larger than the other. You've probably had times when you tried to plug something in, but it wouldn't fit until you flipped it around. But why is that? Why does one slot have to be larger? And what's the purpose of plugs that only go in one way? And why are some plugs reversible with identical prongs? In this video, we'll dive deep into the design of polarized plugs, uncover their importance, and explore what they mean for your safety and the proper functioning of your appliances. If you've seen a plug with one prong larger than the other, you've encountered a polarized plug. Not all plugs are like this, though. For example, some plugs have identical prongs and others come with a third prong, the ground prong. But why the difference? The answer lies in how electricity flows through your home and appliances. In a typical electrical circuit, electricity flows in and out of the outlet to power your devices. Here's how it works. The smaller slot is called the hot. This is where the electricity comes out of the outlet. The larger slot is called the neutral. It's where the electricity returns to the outlet, completing the circuit. This flow of electricity is carefully controlled to ensure safety. When a plug is polarized, the hot and neutral wires are kept in their proper places, which prevents dangerous situations. To show why this is so important, let's look at a household lamp with a polarized plug. Using a voltage tester, we can see how electricity flows. With the lamp switch off, power stops at the switch. There's no electricity flowing past it. But when the switch is turned on, electricity flows through the entire circuit, powering the light. This is exactly how it's supposed to work. The switch safely interrupts the flow of electricity on the hot line. Now, let's see what happens when we force the polarized plug to work in reverse. Using an adapter to turn the polarized plug into a non-polarized one, we can plug it in backward. When we test the circuit again, something alarming happens. Even with the lamp switch off, electricity is still flowing all the way to the bulb. Why? Because reversing the plug also reverses the flow of electricity. Instead of the switch stopping power on the hot line, electricity is now flowing through the neutral line, bypassing the switch entirely. This creates a dangerous situation. Parts of the lamp that should be safe to touch could now carry live electricity, posing a shock hazard. This is why polarized plugs exist, to ensure that the hot and neutral lines are always connected correctly, keeping you and your appliances safe. You might wonder, if polarized plugs are so important, why do some devices like chargers or adapters still use identical prongs? Are they unsafe? Not necessarily. These devices are designed differently. Chargers and adapters often have plastic casings and don't expose metal parts, reducing the risk of shock. They also reduce the voltage significantly, making the electricity much safer to use. In these cases, polarization wouldn't add any meaningful protection. Now, what about three-prong plugs with identical prongs? These aren't polarized either, but they have something else: a ground prong. The ground prong prevents you from plugging the cord in the wrong way because it only fits one way into the outlet. This ensures the hot and neutral lines are in the correct positions even without a larger prong. What about older devices like vintage lamps or Christmas lights that don't have polarized plugs? Are they safe? It depends. If these devices have a metal body, there's a higher risk of electric shock if the internal wiring fails or if the plug is inserted the wrong way. Always inspect older appliances for damage and consider replacing or upgrading them if necessary. So, what does all of this mean for you? Next time you try to plug something in and it doesn't fit, remember, there's a reason for that larger slot. It's not just a design quirk, it's a critical safety feature. Polarized plugs ensure that electricity flows the right way, protecting you from shocks and keeping your appliances running smoothly. We hope this video helped you understand why some plugs are polarized and why that larger slot is so important. If you found this explanation helpful, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights and tips on everyday electrical safety. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.